Hello. In this video, we would be discussing about delegation, the elements of delegation, and the importance of delegation. First topic that we would be discussing is the delegation of authority. Delegation is the transfer of authority from superior to subordinate, entrustment of responsibility, and creation of accountability for performance. When job or work of a person grows beyond his capacity, then he must share it with subordinates for the successful performance. It is said that managers at various levels cannot manage and control everything in the organization. So, if we desire to meet the organizational goals, focus on objectives, and ensure that all the work is completed, he must share his work with subordinates. So this process of sharing work with subordinate is called delegation of authority. It is the downward transfer of authority from a superior to a subordinate. It means delegation of authority is done by the superior to the subordinate. Delegation is the requirement for efficient functioning of an organization because it helps the manager to concentrate on those activities which are higher, those activities which are most important in the organization. It also satisfies the subordinate's needs for recognition and provide him an opportunity to develop and exercise initiative. A person who delegates authority is called delegator, and the other person who gets the authority is called delegatee. The concept of delegation is based on the principle of division of work. So in delegation, division of work is followed. In delegation of authority, manager remains accountable even after delegation. The process of delegation does not relieve the superior of its accountability. It means delegation does not give up the manager of its responsibility. The manager shall still be held responsible and accountable for the performance of the assigned task. Example, a chief accountant in the organization may delegate his work to prepare a balance sheet to one of his subordinates. However, if the balance sheet is not prepared as per format or within the prescribed time, then the ultimate responsibility will be of chief accountant and not with the subordinate. That is why it has been said that manager remains accountable even after delegation, and subordinate cannot be held accountable by the organization. Now let us discuss the elements or the process of organization. Elements or the process of delegation. The elements or the process of delegation can be divided into three parts. Number one is the authority, number two is the responsibility, and number three is the accountability. Authority refers to the right of an individual to command his subordinate and to take action within a scope of his position. It means authority originates by the position of the individual. The extent of authority is higher at the top level, and authority reduces as we move from the top level to the bottom level. Thus, authority flows from top level to the bottom level. It means it flows from the superior to the subordinate. It helps to maintain order in the organization by giving the manager the right to exact obedience and give direction to the workers under them. Authority determines the superior-subordinate relationship, where subordinate has to execute the order which is given by the superior. The extent to which the superior can exact compliance also depends on the personality of the superior. Second is the responsibility. Responsibility is the obligation of an individual to carry out the assigned duties. It originates from the superior-subordinate relationship, as subordinate is bound to perform the duty assigned to him by the superior. Responsibility flows upwards as every subordinate is responsible to his superior. When an employee is given responsibility for the job, then he must also be given necessary authority to carry it out. So, authority, it's moving from top to bottom, whereas responsibility is moving from bottom to top. That is, one is the downward movement, other one is the upward movement. There is a statement. The statement is, authority granted must be equal to responsibility assigned. It means there must be a balance between authority and responsibility. We would be discussing about the relationship of this authority and responsibility. Relationship says that there must be a balance. What is the balance? Authority granted must be equal to the responsibility assigned. For effective delegation, authority granted must be equal to the responsibility assigned. If authority granted is more than responsibility, it may lead to misuse of authority. If authority granted is more than responsibility, it may lead to the misuse of authority. If authority assigned is more than responsibility assigned is more than the authority, then it can make the person ineffective. So there is a balance. What does the balance is? Authority and responsibility must be equal. If authority is greater, person may misuse the power. If responsibility is more than authority, then it will make a person ineffective. So there must be a balance between authority and responsibility. The third element of delegation or process of delegation is accountability. Accountability is the obligation to carry out responsibility. It means being answerable for the final outcome. Once authority has been delegated and responsibility has been accepted, a person cannot deny accountability. It cannot be delegated and flows upward. That is, it flows from subordinates. A subordinate is accountable to the superior. Even after delegation of authority, superior is accountable. If the subordinate fails to perform the work delegated to him, manager must ensure the proper discharge of duties by his subordinate. It is generally obtained through regular feedback on what type of work has been done, how much work has been accomplished or covered. The subordinate is expected to explain the consequences of his actions or omissions. So accountability is the obligation to carry your responsibility. If you have taken the responsibility, then accountability will go with the responsibility. It cannot be delegated. One of the most important feature is accountability cannot be delegated, and it flows upward. That is, superior is accountable to the subordinate, is accountable to the superior. So these are the three elements of the process of delegations. Now let us discuss the importance of delegation of authority. The first is effective management. Second is employee development. Third is motivation of employees. Fourth is facilitation of growth. Fifth is basis of management hierarchy. And sixth is better coordination. Let us discuss with the first point, effective management. With the help of delegation, managers are able to function more effectively and efficiently, as they get more time to concentrate on important matters. Delegation gives the manager the freedom from doing routine works, and they gives them extra time, extra opportunity to excel in new areas or think for new areas for development. Second is the employee development. Due to delegation, employees get more opportunities to utilize their talent and skills and improve their career prospects. Delegation allows them to develop those skills which will enable them to perform tasks and assume those responsibilities which can improve their careers. It makes them better leaders and better decision makers. Thus, delegation develops future managers. Delegation helps the employees by giving them the chance to use their skill, to gain experience, and to develop themselves for the higher post. So it helps in the development of the employee. Number 3 is motivation of employees. Delegation motivates the subordinates to work with greater responsibility and helps in developing their talents. Through delegation, manager can trust and have confidence in his subordinates. Responsibility of the work builds self-esteem of an employee, and it improves his confidence. At the same time, he feels encouraged and try to improve his performance. So motivation is helping the employees is getting better. At the same time, delegation is motivating the employees. For facilitation of growth, delegation acts as a good training ground and helps in the expansion of an organization by providing a ready workforce to take up the leading positions in new areas. Trained and experienced employees are able to play an important role in the launch of new enterprise. So it helps in growth. Fifth point, basis of management hierarchy. Delegation establishes superior subordinate relationship, and this is the basis of management hierarchy. It is the degree and flow of authority which determines who has to report to whom. The extent of the degree delegated authority also decides the power that each job position enjoys in the organization. So it is the basis of management hierarchy. Sixth is better coordination. Three elements of delegation, that is authority, responsibility, and accountability, helps to define powers, duties, and answerability related to various job positions. It provides clarity in duties to be performed and avoids overlapping and duplication of work. Such clarity helps in developing and maintaining effective coordination among the departments, different levels, and the functions of the management. So delegation is an important thing which must be followed by the managers.